Bones Beyond Time. A Mage the Ascension campaign. Ari. A-Red. Shay. Diesel. Walter. Galewind. Bones Beyond Time.
Hi, I am Kira858, and today we're bringing you Season 2, Episode 3 of Bones Beyond Time, our Mage the Ascension campaign. As always, we want to give a huge thank you to the love and support we receive for this campaign, especially for the Vamling community. We're excited to be back and tell this wonderful story. So let's introduce our cast, explain who they are, who they're playing, and any projects they're working on. And we'll start first, of course, with the wonderful Aki. Aki, you'd like to talk about yourself?
Hi everybody, I'm Aki. You can find me over on Twitter at Mixed Genie in a Bottle. That's MXGINIINABOTTLE. Projects I'm working on right now, I am going to be showing up on your Twitch streams this coming Saturday. More information about that is forthcoming. And then, of course, on Sundays, you can catch me over at Saving Throw Show at 4 p.m. for New Pantheon Academia. We're currently on Season 8, Season 4 of the Academia iteration. And we're fighting the devil over there, and it's getting real. So you should come and check us out because it's a lot of fun. Season is really hot this season. It's good. Yeah, just keep an eye on my socials for more announcements for other things I might be up to.
And who are you playing, by the way?
Oh yeah, I play Diesel, member of the Celestial Chorus, all around honest Abe, and quite the charismatic character. Knows how to talk to a person.
That's putting it lightly. Next we have the wonderful Michael Nosferatu Wiki. You'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on.
Hey, my name is Nos. I am currently not working on anything. I would like to soon. And I am playing Walter, the resident Euthanatos grumpy uncle. As for my socials, you can just find me at Nosferatu TTRPG, and that's about it. Yeah.
All right, perfect. Make our way down. We have our special guest, Brandy. Brandy, you'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on?
Hi, hello. I am Brandy Rose, aka at the Brandy Rose, or at Cutest Patoot if you're on Twitch. The former is on Twitter. I am oh God, so many hats. I'm a performer, but mostly I'm a talk show creator, developer, producer, and host. I currently host and produce 10 shows, all of which will be up and running by the end of this year, most of which, or I guess half of which are already out. One of which I'm developing with Roll. That's from the Roll app, ROLE. We're really excited for that one. It starts filming this week, or this next few weeks, and it starts to release the end of February on my Twitch channel, Cutest Patoot. It should also maybe be hosted on a channel you guys might be familiar with, but I can't say so until it's confirmed. But that'll be called Roll With It, and it is a show where I don my other hat as a game designer, and I interview game designers, and we create a game in less than 20 minutes and then play it live on camera. So make sure to check that out. If you're more of a podcast person, you can put the name Brandy Rose into Spotify, and all of my currently running shows will come out, kind of just jumping at you. But yeah, apart from that, I'm a producer, I'm a director, and I am a voice actor with the Jackson Agency. And you can check out all of my projects at the Brandy Rose on Twitter.
Perfect. Wow. Nicely done. Next, we have, of course, our wonderful ST Ree. Ree, would like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects that you're working on.
Of course. Hello, everyone. I am at Big Dude Ree on all of the socials. I will be the lovely storyteller tonight, so I guess I'm playing everyone else besides these lovely people. You can also find me on this channel playing a number of different characters, including Archers over on Ravenwood Academy, Avis, as well as Avis on Lords of Faerun, as well as a few shows that are not quite out yet. So you should definitely be keeping your eyes open for that. And you can catch me occasionally over on a few other channels that you'll see when they come out. And for tonight, I want you all to know very much I do not regret anything that happens tonight. And that's all.
Hey. Hey.
Am I gonna die?
That's a disclaimer for all of our viewers out there. Just a quick heads up. Next we have our wonderful Sharif. Sharif, you'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects that you're working on.
Hey everybody, my name's Sharif. I'll be playing Gelwin True, old member of the Celestial Chorus, trying to figure out what his role is now that he's a little aged out of the adventuring. Having a blast playing him with this wonderful crew of folks here. You could catch me at sharifjackson.com, SHAREEF Jackson.com. That has links to all my other stuff, the Twitters, the Twitches, the Facebooks, the LinkedIns, all that stuff. And specifically, you can catch me on Rivals of Waterdeep. We are starting our 12th season. Well, actually, this will probably air after it is already done, but it is starting on February 6th. Super excited. We have Latia Jaquise as the DM for the second time. And, it's the, all POC show that we have on that's down on a wizard stuff. So yeah, we're excited for that D&D stuff. And I have I can't announce it yet, but it's a pretty cool show that I'm gonna be a part of. I should be able to announce it like mid-February, and it should be awesome. So looking forward to share that with the people as well.
Ooh, the NDA life. I completely understand that struggle. As for yours truly, I'm Kira858. Of course, you can be able to find all of our content here at the Cookout on YouTube as well as on my Twitch, which is the Kira858. Of course, in terms of content going forward, we have Lords of Faerun, which will be coming out, so which you'll be able to find us on Saturdays. You'll have our brand new campaign, which features a couple individuals here listed in the cast, Gods of Color, which of course has Cynthia Marie. Super excited about that. That's going to be bi-weekly on Wednesdays. And as mentioned, there is quite a few new projects coming in the pipeline that we are very excited to come forward. So keep an eye out within the next 2 months for all of your TTRPG goodness here at the Cookout. And make sure, if you want to find out more of our information, make sure to follow our Twitter at the Cookout TTRPGs for not just that, but also Die Hard Dice giveaways. Speaking of content, I'm also happy to announce that Boss Beyond Time has a Patreon. You can find the link to our Patreon below in the description section, and all proceeds goes to the cast. Patreon members get exclusive content like Patreon exclusive channels, after shows, and bonus episodes. Speaking of bonus episodes, we do have an entire prequel arc exclusively for Patreon, so you don't want to miss how our mages came to be. And if you like to support the show but can't do it via monetary means, you can follow the Twitter, of course, at the Cookout TTRPG. Liking and retweeting about the show truly does help the algorithm. So we appreciate all the love and support. So with that said, it's about time that we jump into this chaos and mayhem that's about to pursue. So with that, Ree, take it away.
All right, before we dive into our story for the evening, a friendly reminder that we are not our characters. This is the world of darkness, and unpleasant things can and do happen. However, we are still quite nice people, and as a result, me and the cast have had the opportunity to speak about things and how to handle situations that they may not be comfortable with. If you find yourself saying something that you are not comfortable with, please feel free to fast forward, skip, step away, do anything you may need to do to kind of deal with that for yourself. First and foremost, to care about your safety and enjoyment. So please take care of yourself out there. And now that brief respite for our cast has been given, I think it's time for us to see where their decisions will take them this evening. So we rejoin our wonderful cabal as the early afternoon is beginning to end, as the hectic chaos that has been brought forth in your movie theater originally, but now it's a bit of a movie theater playhouse mixture. At this point, for all of you, you've seen people running in and out as they are preparing the set pieces and things for this upcoming performance. Very few of you have gotten any significant amount of sleep as you prepare for what's going to happen. But I do ask for you all, for the changes you're making, what is your overall plan?
I think that as of right now, the mayor or the mayor hopeful is supposed to get like their own box. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at the end of the show or something like that, or during intermission, there is probably going to be an opportunity for the mayor hopeful to come backstage, where it'll be a lot fewer people, a lot easier to kind of corner him. Maybe. I don't know how everybody feels about that. I know we kind of only briefly talked about this way back.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like the best plan for me. Wait, is this in character or out of character? Sorry.
If you guys wish to have this conversation in character, you 100% can.
Okay, I was just wanted to make sure. I was like, because Ari's voice has not dropped this low just yet. So, so in that case, so if we're talking about out of character, I think that was pretty much our main plan, to my knowledge.
Yeah, try to figure out how to isolate him.
Mm-hmm. Backstage.
And if this is in the movie theater part, is there a box? Like it's been built out to where, like we have. Was that already there?
The box is the projector room.
Okay.
Sure,
Hey,
I'd say you all could have
That's what's up.
arranged for fancy seating. Sure.
Because I know because Iron spent a lot of time like doing manipulation to like the actual space to make it appropriate. So
yeah, because I'm like, if we made it, we could make it do whatever we want, right? We can make him a trap door or something. But I get that we didn't get that. But all right, so it's the same. Put him in the box backstage. All right.
Mm-hmm. And so there was that. So Ira definitely went ahead and did a lot of construction. Ari also put wards to prevent teleportation from happening, because we all saw how he just teleported all of us into their office last time. So none of us should have the ability, to my knowledge, to teleport at the moment, but this now should also limit his ability to teleport all of us in a jiffy. Yeah, and so that's from Ari's side. And I think
Diesel spent their time convincing their entire theater troupe to pick up from the theater day before opening and to move to another location, and did so by very honestly expressing that theater in this community would actually be really good for it. So
and so
plus you have Selena's car and everything at your disposal. I mean, I'm pretty sure Selena has spent the entire time doing whatever Diesel asked her to do. TBH.
Well,
it's kind of like a puppy. It's
if Gawain hears you have a car, there might be,
it's a nice car. It's a nice car.
It's a big car. It's a Lexus. It's a big car. There's a lot of room in it. The driver is V, my little robot helper.
Once we get in
looks
character,
almost exactly like me.
Yeah, once we get in character, Gawain might be inquisitive about such a thing.
Yeah. I think that Diesel has at this point gone down to the chantry to like get ready for the show, maybe taking a shower, pumping some iron, warming up, basically.
I think if you told any of this plan to Selena, she would have been like, "You work out before theater?"
I mean, not intensely, just a little bit of like, just to get the blood pumping a little bit. Helps with my energy levels. Gives me some good gives me a good adrenaline boost.
Well, if you need a spotter, I have touched a weight before, is all I'm saying.
Well,
it was to move it out of the way, by the way. It was just, she did not, it was to move it out of the way once. That's it. But she's still.
I think I'm good for now, but I definitely interested in rain checking that.
Sounds good. So yeah, she's just gonna pop off and be with V and run errands and last minute things, logistic stuff, ticket helping.
So Ari's going to head down to their chantry. They recall the massive fireballs that was tossed towards their direction last time they were in combat. So what they would like to do is see if they could ward their clothing to forces.
Okay, let's see. Do you have the ability to do so?
I have 2 prime and 2 forces.
Okay, so you do not have the ability to completely bar your clothing from fire, but you can protect it. You won't be able to make a single ward that will protect you against all of the forces, because there are a lot of them. But you could, I would say, with your time, you'd be pushing it, but you could probably protect yourself from 2 of them.
2 of them? Now, to clarify, because I know that Iron has 3 dots in Prime, would that allow me to get to the next stage if we use our Wonder Twin powers activate?
It would not make a difference in this case.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
You don't have the knowledge to make like a ward against all of forces at once.
Okay.
That would be beyond both of you.
Gotcha. Okay, no worries. All right, so I would just roll my arete because I would like to put a ward against fire and lightning. Lightning is part of forces, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so that will require 3 points of quintessence total. 1 for a ward, 1 for each objective. You can give me some rolls here. The difficulty for this, well, junior challenge, so it'll be 5.
5. Perfect. Yeah, I got my 4 dots in the red. Perfect timing. Here we go. Okay. That is 3 successes for the first one.
Okay.
I get to roll 2, right? 2 for my stamina. Okay. Okay. You know, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to knock down 2 more quintessens. To knock it down to 3. There we go. 4 successes this time.
7 successes total.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have a 4 difficulty increasing by 4 to last for the entire scene, or you can kind of change it based on duration and effect.
Okay.
Depending on what you're looking for.
So difficulty would increase by 4 if they attempt to cast those 2 fire and ice on me. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. That's it for me.
All right.
So that will take you a few hours. Gilwin, what would you like to be doing?
I would like to mingle with the other people that are going to be in the performance. I'm assuming that they are practicing there around the area, the stage, you would say, right?
Yes.
I want to see if any of them know any information about the mayor. So I'd like to sort of mingle and try to start some conversations and see if I could get some info.
Give me a charisma and let's say leadership for you, and your charming specialty will work. And the difficulty will be 6.
Ship and difficulty of 6. Okay. All right, so that is oh, wow. That is 0 successes.
As you attempt to find some people, but if you've ever been to like the backstage, like a performance, everyone is kind of moving about, taking, whether they're putting decorations up, whether you have people kind of plotting out last minute changes, adjusting to the area, fixing lighting. Everyone seems to be a bit too busy to just have a conversation with you at the moment, Kevin.
And what sucks about that roll is I got a 10, but then I got a 1 that canceled that out. That's awful. Okay, yeah. So I am. I guess if I notice that is not going to work, are there like is there food? Like is there a kitchen of some sort? Are there people preparing any kind of, even if it's something like stuff you get at a theater, like just basic like popcorn, that kind of stuff? Is there anything
right
like
now?
that?
So there are people using your kitchen area for just basic refreshments, but at the moment, though, the only thing that is prepared is the age-old coffee and donuts.
Okay, sweet. I'd like to go in the kitchen, and I'd like to just see if anyone's in there, and I want to see if I can kind of blend in, I guess, in the kitchen. So I want to, go in there and try to start preparing things as if I belong in there.
So so I will say, do you have any skills in cooking or anything related to cooking?
Let's see. Are there any cooking? Let's see. I have no crafts. I guess that would probably be closest to it. Will the DM allow me to use awareness to say that I am, being aware of what's going on and trying to pick up what I'm seeing? That's about the only thing I guess I would say here.
You are in the kitchen, and there are people who are going through making sure things are cleaned, making sure like popcorn machine is ready, the pop machine is good to go, and you are more or less just in the way. Like if you've been in the kitchen when like the family's prepping for like a holiday meal, and you're just kind of there, and they're all just moving around you. But you're very aware of the people in there. There's about 4 people who are just kind of coming in and just, booking it through and just take care of everything they can be.
All right. So being unsuccessful at that as well, I guess the last thing that I will attempt to do is I will go up to the box area. And I just want to inspect it. I just want to see what the best path there is, what the best path between the box and backstage is, like the most efficient way to like try to get a sense of like, especially when this place is full of people, what will be the easiest way to usher someone from the box to the backstage area. So like I want to try to plot out that course.
Okay. Well, I will say you won't even need to really roll for just do a quick plotting out. When you go, you see there is a pathway that kind of leads from just before you would enter into the theater up a set of stairs into this area here. From what you're seeing, it's pretty decently put together, especially for last minute, and it's pretty comfortable. You see there is a separate kind of door that's been partially covered that you would guess is what the original entrance to this room was for, like when they would go up there to put like the movies and things in and to do maintenance up there. So you guess that way would be your best if you would take them kind of out that way and down into the back. That would allow you to not be noticed immediately. You do see that it is set up as a way that the person up there can kind of look down and look over the crowd in front of them. So you know that it would be relatively difficult to kind of hide if something was going on up there, that it would be pretty clear, especially from the front, from the actual stage, but from the people below it would be clear if too much attention was drawn up there. But there doesn't seem to be any other secrets available to you up there.
Okay. Well, that's it for me for now. I'll enjoy that as somewhat of a success after failing to make human contact, make a human connection.
Okay. All right. Are there anything else that you all wish to do?
Yeah, I think Diesel kind of goes around to everybody and checks to make sure they're all feeling good, and then heads backstage to start getting ready. So unless anybody has anything specific they need to talk to Diesel about, Diesel is gonna start getting ready for the show.
Not me.
Walter would like to do the old correspondence time bombo combo.
To
By the
see
way,
if you can.
you can see my puppy.
So you just want to see
Walter
time,
wants to
see into the future in the area.
Yeah, he wants to see what's gonna happen.
That will be a difficulty 5 check. Roll it for me. We'll see what you can.
Just Arete, correct? If I
Yes, just Arete.
Let's see. Difficulty 5. Ooh.
Okay, all right. With 3 successes, it takes some effort, but you are able to kind of get a look into the area around you. And as you're attempting to kind of pierce space as well to get like an overall view of the rooms, you find there is a bit of pushback there. It's a bit more difficult than you're used to, but you're able to see a few different scenes playing out, almost like a map or a differing paths, so to speak. You see that as people pour in, there is a bit of fanfare as journalists are in present, and they are showing pictures of who you guess to be the mayor candidate appearing. He has what looks to be like on a kind of a very nice black suit with 2 people kind of behind him, 1 man, 1 woman. They seem to be wearing some sort of face covering that's kind of covering from their eyes and up, but they are seemingly calm, but they do seem to be a bit distrustful as they're looking around. And as you peer forward, you see a number of them are kind of a number of people as they're settling in. You catch that the 2 guards do have some sort of weapon on them, kind of the butt of the Alexibak gun. And then your next scene, you see the 3 of them are sitting and they seem to be having a conversation. And you see something happen before the 2 people he's with stand up and begin to leave the box, but he doesn't. And then your vision ends.
Just a reminder that the version of the power Walter used should give him more than 1 option, but if that doesn't work because of the words, that's fine too.
Yes, it's not the wards. You gather that something is messing with your ability to see. You're entirely sure what it is, but something is interfering.
So, knowing that there is going to be armed people, Walter is going to go find Diesel. And he's going to relay that information quietly.
Yeah.
I would say, would Diesel be would he be able to find Diesel at the moment?
I mean, this is their theater. Like Diesel is backstage getting ready. Like when it comes to this stuff, they're a consummate professional. If there's a time they need to be in a place for a show, that's where they are. Like they take this all very seriously. It is their entire livelihood after all. So
I'm just imagining this caffeinated chain smoker just walking around looking for their boss, people just looking.
It takes you some time, but you are able to figure out where the dressing room, so to speak, is, where you're able to deliver your message.
What?
hey, Walter? What?
Yep. All right. So, listen. There will be 2 people. They're gonna have guns. Bodyguards, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he is a mayoral candidate, so I'm not surprised he
And-
has.
From what I've seen of their body language, I think they might be, those with fingers.
Right. Not sleepers. God.
And yeah, and I think we might do something that is gonna distract them, but the guy is gonna stay in the booth. So either that's a power play or our plan is gonna work. I don't know which.
I would say it's probably a good idea to get Selena and Gail and Ari looped into this.
Selena is the weird small lady with the weird other. What was that again?
No, she's not weird. She's actually quite adorable. Don't you're the one that's gonna don't be weird.
Kind of looks at the coffee cup in one hand, the cigarette in the other. Am I weird?
No, you're not that weird. I'm just telling you, be nice to her. She's not exactly like us in the way that she does all of this, but I think her heart's in the right place, and she's really nice. Like I think she should probably drink a little less caffeine, but she's really nice.
Walter kind of tilts his head like,
But yeah, bring loop her in. She should know what's going on. She did hire us to do this job after all.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And Walter goes with his coffee cup and the cigarette. Look for the other people.
I would say, unless someone is actively trying to not be found, you would be able to find everyone except for Ari, who is currently busy.
Yeah, so Walter is gonna keep Selena in the loop. He looks like a complete mess. like a guy that chain smokes and drinks coffee on the regular.
Yeah, I mean, Selena finds this whole crew to be just so far out of what she's used to dealing with. She finds pretty much everyone equally strange, but it's a welcome change from being surrounded by people that are basically identical all the time. So she's not put off by how weird everybody is to her. She's more like, oh, thank God, they're all individuals. How nice this is. How interesting. Yeah, so she'll take the information in a stride, but she would like unconsciously move away from the smell of smoke. So you'd talk to her, and as you spoke, she would just kind of like lean like until she's about JoJo leaning away from you.
and he's very much aware of what she's doing, so he's not gonna like take a step back, probably awkwardly.
Both of them just kind of JoJo posing at each other, away from each other, having a conversation.
Exactly.
It's great. Two awkward beans, just boom, amazing.
Brilliant. Yeah, but he's going to relay that information, and then he's going to go into the corner and cry. No, I'm kidding. He's gonna finish. He's gonna go. Hey, it's been a hard couple of weeks, okay? He's gonna finish his coffee, and he's gonna.
Yeah. So Gail, when he's gonna look at everyone and say, "Okay, everyone. I know we're just doing this to, try to find out what's going on with the mayor, but I also, I know Diesel takes this real serious, so let's make sure to do our jobs, but also when they're on stage, we have to support them on stage. So at least some of us have to pay attention, applaud. Is this something you applaud at, or do you wait to the end? I'm not sure, but we can do our best judgment. But we just want them to know that we're respectful of their profession, as well as getting information on the mayor.
And just to clarify, this is with Selena and Walter, right? Because Ari's still doing their. Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Yes. Yes. This is everybody but Ari. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. It's gonna be fine. Nothing bad is gonna happen. Right? Slowly turns head towards Selena.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything should be fine. And she looks at V, who is not a person. And V automatically would probably be like, yes. Exactly the way Selena just said it, almost like she's parroting her voice back at her.
Walter squints.
Do we know V is a robot? Just out of character. Do we know
I
that?
think people might have seen it, no? Oh, no, they don't. Oh, it looks like I have a really weird fraternal twin.
Okay, so then when I'm explaining about like supporting Diesel, I'm also explaining it to V as well because I assume V is part of the crew.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Walter squints at V. Uncanny Valley activated.
All right, as you all are finishing up your preparations, you do see the cast begins to kind of make their way behind the curtains backstage to finish up their last things, and you begin to see people enter. The early goers are the first to arrive, getting some of the best seats. You do see the front row seats seem to be reserved for what you would guess to be kind of friends and families of various cast members. And after a few minutes, you begin to hear the buzz outside of photographers and journalists asking questions. And you see a tall man in a kind of an all-black suit with very beautiful looking stripes going down the center. And he steps in. You see that he is wearing a kind of a very nice red tie down the center. And behind him are two people. Each one of them is wearing what looks to be like some sort of helmet almost that seems to be having a piece that covers their eyes. And they seem to be completely silent, but they are wearing suits that are similar to his, but not quite as grandiose. And you see him kind of waving to the reporters, not answering any questions directly, but he does reiterate that he's here to enjoy the show, and he begins to make his way up the stairs. Diesel, as you are doing your final preparations, you find yourself getting ready to step onto the stage. How does Diesel feel about this?
Diesel doesn't really experience stage fright. But they do have a bit of a ritual that they do before they step on the stage. It is them casting a spell, in a sense, in a way that essentially goes unnoticed by the rest of the cast because it just looks like a ritual. There is no actual magic involved. It is kind of like a series of a strange series of sounds, like a couple of clicks and like a few like howls and like wah wah wahs. Like it's very vocal, but like it's what they do to kind of like work up like their last bit of energy before going out. And the only reason it doesn't look bizarre is because they have charisma out the wazoo. So instead they just look like a very, very professional person.
Okay.
But it's like their little piece of mundane magic they do before they go out. They are a little bit worried because they haven't seen Ari in a few hours. They've managed to kind of set eyes on everybody else, and so they know everybody else is in place. But it just for my own sake and for flavor, what Diesel would have done is placed a little envelope on the pillow of Ari's bed. And if Ari were to take that envelope and open it, it's their own ticket for the show.
Oh.
Because Ari always asking, we're going to get tickets. So Diesel actually got them like a physical ticket for the show.
Yeah, definitely Ari would have seen the ticket, open it up like, oh, I get to go to the front. And I think with that motion, they probably would actually just like go outside and then go to the front. Like, I have what To get
Like
entered.
you have the entire experience of actually like being, a member of the audience for probably their very first play.
First movie thing, anything like movie theaters, plays, anything. This is the first time they ever had that type of experience. So yeah, they're going to try to participate in that ordeal. So they're going to go out and give like, here, I have a seat.
All right. All right, and with that, as all our players enter the game, both literally and metaphorically, the curtains are going to begin to pull back. And Diesel, I would like for you to give me your choice of either charisma and art or manipulation and art. And I believe you have
manipulation.
an ability.
Yeah, I have the bardic ability. So whenever I make a roll with the art talent, I can reduce the difficulty by 2. So even when the attempt itself falls short of expectations, your creations feature an unmistakable gleam of brilliance and a preternatural expression of truth. So I think I'm going to use my art one for this so that I can lower the difficulty by 2.
All right, so that means your difficulty is 6 minus 2 to 4.
Wait, hold on. Do I have enough dice? I do not. I need 2 more.
Ooh, that's a beautiful problem right there.
I know, right?
That's 4 successes.
4 successes. As well, I will give you the honor. How does this performance take shape?
I think that when they write reviews of this show in the newspaper and online, they are going to say that Diesel made interesting choices that fascinated and enthralled the audience. They moved with the command of the stage, but they were never too big for it. They always gave space to their fellow actors as well to make their own choices. And together with the rest of their cast, they wove a story that brought our town into the future.
Okay, and as you all backstage, as you were attempting to kind of focus and prepare and steel your nerves, you find that as the performance begins, your attention is drawn to it almost magnetically as you find your attention, everything you're being completely absorbed in the story that is unfolding before you. And you find that the kind of the minor talks and the minor kind of sounds in the theater begin to fade away as people begin to just completely focus on the story being told in front of you. And you see from your position, Diesel, as you look up into the VIP box, the 2 people with the mayoral candidate here seem to be completely unaffected. They almost seem to be almost supernaturally unmoving. And then as you look eyes with Mr. Brown, you see on his face irritation and in the sense of impressiveness or impressed, kind of warring across his features. And after about an hour, before really anyone's ready for it, it's time for an intermission. Is there anything you all wish to do for this break? You know that the intermission will be about 30-ish minutes.
I think Ari just dives in as much into the popcorn that they have, so they're just
They're just covered in butter.
Yep. Pretty much. So they're just getting some last minute
Lathered up.
Yeah. Last minute scoops inside their mouth before they're like, okay, I guess it's showtime. And they just lick their hands off, rub their palms, and then it's like, okay. They wipe off their hands against their pants, and then they stand up and then they head towards the others to get ready for the extraction.
Yeah, I'd like to think Galewind during the hour was trying to. He was not backstage. He was in the audience because he was trying to occasionally lock eyes with Diesel and give like a like a cheer or a not again, he doesn't really know the unless there was an announcement made before the performance, he doesn't necessarily know the aesthetics of when you should applaud or not, or cheer or not. So I'll say he might have done some misplaced cheers.
You can do it.
So he thinks he's doing the right thing for them, but there might have been some awkwardness there. And once the intermission goes, Galen begins to walk toward the VIP section, because I don't think we discussed if we were meeting before and going up there. So I'm just walking toward the VIP section.
Okay. Are you heading up the kind of public entrance, or are you taking the side entrance?
I'm heading up the public entrance. Heading up the public one.
All right, and the rest of you are able to see as Gillen does make his way, and you see that there are other people moving about as well to do whatever it is that they need to take care of. Is anyone following him?
Ari would, but I think they would go through the side entrance just to be on the safe side. Yeah, but they will follow suit, heading over to the same location.
Okay, and then we will say for this, you both will arrive at roughly the same time. And as you enter, you see the back of Mr. Brown as he is sitting there looking over the edge of the little balcony in front of him. You can definitely tell that he has kind of steeled himself. And as you both enter, he turns toward you, but the other two people, the man and the woman, do not. Hello.
I remember you.
As you should.
Why? Did you like the show?
It was amusing.
And they look up at Gail and they're like,
Is there anything else we can bring you? Any extra food, extra drinks, perhaps?
I assure you, my associates can take care of anything that I may need.
Okay, Galen turns to this. Well, they haven't turned around yet, right? So Galen is going to say, well, they want refreshments as well.
we have gummy bears.
As you say that, the woman turns and you see just for a moment the kind of muscles in the neck just kind of clench before relaxing. And she looks back at you, and you guess she's staring at you, but you aren't entirely sure since her eyes are covered, and she says, "We're fine." All right, can I have you give me a perception and alertness roll, difficulty 8?
8? Okay.
Wait, is that both of us?
Just Ari.
Or only Ari? Okay.
And alertness, difficulty. Okay, I can't reduce this difficulty because this is normal. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. Wow. That was 3 successes. 0. Wait, do I have anything in percent? No.
Wow.
I had 0 to 9.
High difference.
Yeah, I had 0 to 9. So I was like, what? Okay.
You are certain that you've heard that voice before, but you can't quite place it. You can tell definitely that the person is either changing it or altering their voice a bit, but there is a part of it that is familiar to you.
Do I know you? Elle talking to the lady.
I don't know you.
Are you sure your voice sounds familiar?
don't know you.
Ari's eyes is going to narrow a bit as they put on their glasses, and they're going to essentially use aura sight because they also did aura sight on Sarah, and they're trying to see if they have a very similar aura or not.
Okay. Give me an Arte roll, difficulty 9.
Okay. All right. Well, let me go ahead and so my tools will reduce it down by how much?
If you're using a tool you no longer need, then it'd be a -1.
Okay, -1. Okay, so I don't need that. So that'd be 8, and I'll use 2 quintessence to bring it down. 9, 8, 7, 6. Okay, down to 6. Something a bit more reasonable. Okay. Oh, 2 zeros. Wait, crap. This isn't V5. When do you get specialties for Arete? I'm telling you, this would be awesome.
You will get it once you reach a 4th in this sphere. We will talk about it then. For now, it takes a sizable amount of effort as you attempt to kind of see the aura beyond around this woman. You see that it is muted, almost completely white. But as you're basically trying to kind of force color into it, you find they seem to be mortal, but not a mage. I think you all should be making your way back now. I imagine the second half of the performance is about to begin.
Okay. Yeah, well, it was nice to meet. Well, I've met you before, but it was nice to meet you too. And hopefully we could get a chance to catch up after the show.
We'll see what happens once the curtain rises.
And then they're like, okay. And if you change your mind about gummy bears, let me know. And they'll slowly back out of the room, and then wait for Gelwin, and then wait until it continues. And then head back to the seat.
While that is happening, Selena, Walter, and Aki, Diesel, is there anything you all wish to do?
Diesel is going to text Selena backstage from the dressing room. Please keep an eye on Ari. They are a very excitable and explorative young person. They're very strong, but sometimes they get a little overeager. By the way, would you be interested in getting dinner tomorrow night?
Literally, Selena is getting the text and is just like, yes, sure, yes. And then says yes to the last thing out loud and then goes, wait, I'm sorry. And then she like composes herself, and she's just like, okay, I got this. And then she says, yes to everything. And that's, she's such a dry texter. It's probably like one of the like most annoying things potentially about her is that she is such a dry texter because she's not used to having to do it. So it was literally the most business-like yes to every inquiry.
She uses K instead of OK, doesn't she?
She does. She absolutely does because it's efficient. Ooh. It's efficient, and she thinks that is very respectful. So you do get a little X at the end of it, which to her is the equivalent of like 18 emojis. She almost didn't put it there because she was like, wow, this is, that's a lot. But you know what? You only live once.
Yeah.
It's truly living on the edge. Also, step one failed. She did not follow because Ari's been doing, and now she's like, okay, I'm gonna look for Ari. It looks around and is like,
The response that you get though from your text is the actual like emoji with the wink and the little heart and the kiss. That emoji.
Oh, boy.
You get back in response from Diesel.
oh boy, well, she's not used to receiving such intimate texts at work. So she's gonna leave a little she double clicks it and thumbs the message. That's how she does. That's it. I'm glad Diesel seems to speak Selena.
Diesel gets it back and it's just like, God damn it, she's cute.
So yeah, she puts the phone away and she's looking for Ari, and her first set is, which one was that again? Yes, the child. Probably where is the child? And if I can't immediately see the child, I'm now going in pursuit of finding the child to fulfill the one job that I have.
Okay. Well, you do not see where Ari has ran off to. And last but certainly not least, Walter, what are you doing during this short intermission?
Walter is probably keeping an eye out from the backstage area, probably the similar area that Selena is in. So if he can see that Selena is looking for something, he'll just be like, wait, what are you doing?
The kid, your all of your kid, the kid Ari. Did you see where Ari went? I'm supposed to watch over them.
And you just see him kind of look around. It's like, God damn it, not again. And we're like, why do we always leave them alone? This has been a problem for weeks.
This has been okay. V.
No,
and like
I
V
mean,
comes.
not the kind of like not like that. I'm just saying, every single time something happens, they're just okay. This might be a problem.
Okay, V is already next to me because like she called V. I called V. There was no need to call V. V is constantly right up my ass. V is always there. She's just like a shadow.
Walter just squints at V again. There is something off about you.
I don't know if V would even respond.
So.
Oh, there you go.
Do you need anything?
Yes, the child. We're trying to locate the child. You remember the child that we were with the group that we, bought pizza for? The child. We're trying to locate the child.
I believe the child was with the other gentleman who, and together they decided to go up the stairs to see the people up there.
Oh, damn it.
Let's go. Let's go there. Let's go there. V, come on.
Is this okay? Are they always like
okay?
this? No, I'm just, there is something. No.
Storyteller, I would really like V to think that Walter is talking about Selena.
I assure you that things are working perfectly fine with Miss Selena. I checked myself.
No, I mean, kind of pause this. Okay. This is okay.
Resignation.
I don't care anymore.
Selena watched this whole exchange and was like a little offended that you were asking V if Selena was normal, because she also misunderstood because she couldn't possibly think that you meant V because she's so used to her. So she was just like, okay.
Not you.
Just fine.
And did Diesel and Ari exit the same way when they departed from the VIP box?
Gawain.
You mean Gawain?
Yes, excuse me. Garland and Ari. I apologize. Too many names.
I will, assuming nothing terrible happened, which I do not know, I would think that we would exit in the same way. Yeah.
Okay. But did you leave the public exit or the backstage exit?
Well, Ari and I came in different ways. Are we leaving without escorting? I'm assuming we're just leaving.
Yes, you all
Okay.
had a conversation, but
okay. I think I would still want to go out the public. I feel like going out the side would arouse suspicion, so I think I would still want to go out the public one, and I would try to lead Ari out the public one.
Okay. Then, as you all are reaching the bottom of the stairs, is there any conversations you two wish to have with each other?
So the one on the right, the lady, she seemed familiar, but she's not a mage. She seems mortal.
How do you know that?
I could see it.
Well, do you think that they will get in the way of our plan?
They still would, but they don't do like we do. I'm not sure what they are though. I don't think they're like, the gorilla, because the gorilla aura was also really strong. They were very normal.
Yeah, and the gorilla almost destroyed us, so that's good news. Well, I guess, how much time is there left before the intermission? If we want to get the mayor backstage.
Wait, were we doing it now or after the show?
My mind is getting away from me a bit. I thought it might have been now, but I see that that's impossible now. So after the show would probably make the most sense.
Then we after the show, and then we all meet backstage, and then surprise, and then we do peek past her and get them.
Well, we don't have to say surprise in that manner, but I get your point.
Are you ready? I got tons of stuff in my backpack. I think I'm good. And they kind of grab their Baby Yoda backpack that looks much heavier than what it's normally before. Usually it's really small and pressed like maybe like a couple items, but it looks like almost like a cargo sized backpack now. It's Baby Yoda just holding on to the side.
Well, I'm going to continue to support Diesel from the audience.
Yes, you have to give them all the cheers.
Yes, I should probably cheer more. I think you're correct.
Okay.
I should probably cheer more and louder.
I'll follow your lead.
Great.
Okay.
It is at this point that Ari and Gerlinda see Selena and Walter making their way in search of you.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, I have news. The one of the I was able to talk to one of the ladies. She seems familiar, but she's not a mage like us. I saw her aura.
Well, there blinks.
It was really. She's like a mortal.
Did it look like my aura? We said mine was weird.
Yours was more like a cage. Like I could still see there's something there. It was just wanted to be released, so we just have to fix it.
Walter just kind of turns his head like, it's Selena. Do you want to talk about it?
Oh, we said we were going to fix it after this.
Yeah,
Good, because I don't have the energy for it.
Perfect. I have no desire to discuss this longer than I have to. Yeah, Selena and Walter, somehow two peas in a pod. Don't know how. I think it's because their complete unwillingness to deal with another person, which is wonderful.
This is what loner looks like.
Pretty much, yeah.
Loner and
so yeah,
Guardian.
she's like,
Hell of a
okay.
combo.
So
All right.
So I'm guessing they're still dangerous. I'm just not sure. But
Ari, I was instructed to keep an eye on you, so please stay in my sight. If you do have to leave me for some reason, please only leave me with V. And she like pets V on the shoulder.
hi. Okay, I can do that.
Walter squints at we again.
Oh, to be fair, we've been with Ari for a while. I believe we could be with him without you or V. I'm not saying that you're not helpful, but it sounds a little presumptuous to declare that.
I'm just doing what Aki told me to do.
These. Oh,
Sorry, Diesel. I read the wrong title. What Diesel told me to do.
Well, that does change things.
And Walter immediately knows what's up. All right, because Walter knows Diesel.
oh wait.
Oh, that's mortifying.
Oh, I think I know why. Wait, did Diesel tell you why?
Just that, you know,
It's because
that you are young and powerful, but that, you know, you're still young.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, just to be safe, they were us, so that's probably why too.
Just for a personal note taking, Walter penetrates it. Was the message maybe perceived with, "Do you want to get dinner?" I take that as a yes. That explains a lot.
Oh, dinner? So you guys are going to the Chuck E. Cheese?
Nah, no. Selena has spent her whole life in offices. She's never had to deal with this many personalities at once. This is a lot for her. And also now she's like,
As Selena is having this mini crisis, the lights are beginning to go down as the second half of the show is about to begin.
All right. I suppose we should find our seats again.
Okay.
Back the stage I go.
And as you all find your seats, the lights from the theater fully go down as the ones on the stage come back up. And Diesel, if you give me another, I believe, charisma and art roll, the same difficulty.
Alrighty, yeah, here we go. Here we go. It's same difficulty, 4.
Same difficulty.
Mm-hmm. That'll be 6 successes.
All right. With that, this memorable performance, Diesel, tell me how it is that you wrap up this masterful performance.
Weeping in the audience. Diesel's definitely getting nominated for an award for this performance, and so are a bunch of other people in this cast, because they all get to glow a little bit off of Diesel's shine, just bouncing that artistic light off of all of them, elevating everybody's performances to the best of their ability. It's masterful. Their best work yet.
Okay. And as this beautiful and moving performance begins anew, you see, once again, all eyes in the house have been focused on the story playing out before them. You see people have lost almost complete awareness of themselves. You see some people are just kind of staring. A few others end up bumping into each other as they're just trying to subtly move themselves closer. And before you've even realized it, the performance has ended. And as the curtains are closing and the lights are coming back up, there is a ovation worth of cheers and would Diesel return to the stage to receive a standing ovation, or would you look to be with your cabal mates?
I think that Diesel would come out to the stage to provide the necessary like buffer time. They would have waited maybe a minute or two, hoping that like at this point Ari and Galewind, Selena, and Walter would be on the move, and then would come out and would probably like milk this as much as possible to give the rest of their cabal time to kind of, because while the audience is here in the theater, you know, clapping, there is nobody out in the lobby, there's nobody going up and down the stairs. Like that area is all completely empty of people, and it's a great opportunity for the party to kind of get the mayor without it being like super noticeable. So they are milking the ovation for all it's worth.
And as you return back to the stage and enjoy the fruits of your labor, so to speak, you do take a moment to take a quick look up to the VIP section, and you see Garrick is looking down at you, and he is giving you a very almost patronizing slow clap as he stares at you. And you get the feeling that for him at least, the show is finally started. And with that, no. I leave it to the actually, I think now is going to be a great time for us to take our break. All right, and as the last of the applause is dying down and people begin to make their way out of the building, what do you all wish to do?
Heading to the box with the person with the target,
Yes.
and bringing V because she has my weapons.
Are you?
If anything, I think
taking
I'd grab one from her.
Sure. She does have access to. You know that you have access to one of the technocracy's more recent handguns that can be quite deadly if they decide to do so. Very unique in build and way of operation, but you're pretty confident you can use it. That shows that you don't know, so I don't have to let you know later. You have 7 dice for such a thing.
All right. Yeah, that's what I got. That's what I'm packing.
7 dice. Okay.
Is it
So,
7 one-sided dice?
10 d10s.
Okay, perfect. Just so that I put it in my dice roller.
Okay. All right. Are you guys going up the public entrance, or are you taking that side entrance?
Side entrance this time.
Side.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. Is there anything y'all wish to do before you get there?
Ari opens up their backpack and they take out what looks to be like a flashlight laser gun. If you all see, you ever saw like laser tag? That's kind of like something like that. So the light kind of helps up, and they kind of like rock it back and forth, like, shh, okay, I am locking ready.
Are we going up with our weapons out? Or are we trying to bring him somewhere else?
Oh, I don't know. I thought we were.
I think we should finish this. I think we should finish this here, because here we can keep him from teleporting any of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I put wards, so therefore they can't teleport anyone.
Well, as long as everyone's out at the theater and don't want to make a mess, the VIP section is not that large as I remember, but I think we can do this.
We're going to the back, right? The back spot?
Yeah, Diesel sent a text saying things are starting to clear up back here. I'll be waiting for you.
Okay.
So my thought was we would escort them to the back without, if we show them our weapons, I don't know if we'll be able to escort them to the back.
Oh, it's just a laser tag gun. Look, I'm still practicing safety rules. I have my hand is now on the trigger.
And Walter takes the laser tag gun. It's like, Can you put it into your backpack for a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Okay. And I'll put it back inside. I was like, I got it ready.
Uh-huh.
Selena's got hers in her jacket, but she's got a hand on it.
Sweet.
Okay.
Walter probably has his handgun somewhere in the concealed holster, but he's not like pulling at it.
Okay. And as you are making your way up, as you enter into the room, you aren't sure how, but you see Garrick standing against the wall with a glass of red wine in his hand. And as far as you know, there was no alcoholic beverages being served in this event. And as you enter, he looks at each of you and he goes, I was wondering why they had suddenly gained such a backbone. But I should have known. Selena, hello.
Hello.
You have much potential. It isn't too late for you to abandon such a pointless endeavor.
There is nothing you could say to me that would make me join you.
Very well, I suppose. So, how would you all like to take care of this little act in our play, to borrow a euphemism from the current setting?
Can you come with us, please?
Looks down.
Sure.
Yeah, she pulls out her gun like just a little and is just like, yeah, please.
He doesn't seem to react to it at all.
Whatever.
Walter
This is the most
keeping an eye-
badass she's ever felt and done. Really. Lifetime behind the desk.
Is a V like copying you? Like,
Yes, absolutely. Except V might not, I don't know if V is currently carrying a gun or not. It might just be a hand.
Not. Absolutely not.
It's her hand.
She's just copying the motion.
And Walter is keeping an eye out on the two bodyguards because they weren't mentioned yet. So he's kind of like, where are they?
yes, we should
be more than Selena.
Yes, we should go backstage.
And I assume, and as he begins to speak, the man and the woman from before, both wearing these kind of unique looking helmet, almost helmet hat kind of mix. As they enter, they kind of look around. I assume you all don't mind if my companions join me?
No. They're free to join us.
Lead the way.
All right. So, I don't know if anyone else wants to do anything, but I'd like to just walk towards the behind the curtain.
Yeah. Selena's gonna walk behind everybody else. And also maybe pull Ari behind her just because, Diesel said. So she's going to pull Ari to be behind her at the back of the group, behind the three dangerous criminals.
Walter kind of gives like a glance at Selena. It looks almost appreciative that she's actually protecting, the one person that kind of needs some protecting.
I want to walk.
She's horrified you have a child, by the way. Horrified.
So is Walter.
I want to walk as we're walking. I want to walk alongside one of the bodyguards. Like, I want to see if I can walk and again try to strike up some conversation and try to these helmeted, non-reactionary bodyguard. So did you enjoy the show? Do you have any questions?
Are you talking to the woman or the man?
I think the woman was the one that reacted, so I think I would be talking to the woman.
And as you speak to her, she keeps her eyes forward. It was fine.
Do you have any recommendations for any better shows?
Not particularly.
You ever had this exclusive backstage access to a show before?
Mr. Brown has taken us to many different events.
Okay. Has anything occurred at those events that you'd like to share? We just want to make sure everything is going to be fine back here.
Roll me a perception and awareness roll, difficulty 7.
Okay. Perception and what?
Awareness.
Awareness, okay. Difficulty 7. 7.
Woo!
That is 4 successes.
Okay. As you are speaking with this woman,
3 tenths.
3 tens.
Yeah.
as you are speaking with her, there is a moment where you get the feeling that there is more that she wants to say, but just as she kind of begins to, as her body language adjusts to speak, you see like almost as if something visibly forces her not to. She returns her attention forward.
Let's see. Oh, I wish I had some more dots, but I do not. So I could probe that mind, but I can't do that. Yeah, I think I'll have to leave it at that. Yeah, I don't think I have enough to do anything sphere-wise to try to get at that. So yeah, I'll have to leave it at that.
Okay. And with that, you all manage to arrive backstage, and you see there are still the people who are kind of, responsible for the takedown and the cleanup. They are still moving about, so you are not completely isolated, but you do have a bit of privacy.
Damn, this is only one show? A one-show run? Probably had at least a week.
Yeah. There are limits to things you can do last minute, but yes, and these are, you see them approaching.
It was so kind of you to come and see the show. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
It was pleasant. Your talents are respectable.
Respectable. I will take that as the closest thing to a compliment that you are capable of giving, sir. Now, if you wouldn't mind perhaps joining us, I think what the move is that Diesel is going to basically move them into an adjacent theater, because I think we have more than one.
Oh yeah,
one room. So basically, it'll be like we're moving from this actual space into like, a space adjacent that will still be covered by the wards, and basically like good to go. So yeah, if you'll follow me.
Okay. Are you attempting to take him through kind of a backstage into the other one, or are you just walking?
Yeah, just sort of like a backstage area. It's probably like, connecting hallway or something like that.
Okay. And as you begin to make your way over, you see as all of you are starting to kind of enter this side way, this like side, basically kind of a maintenance way into one of the theaters. You see a young man, maybe in his 20s, with like an older camera just kind of slung around his neck, as he kind of wanders over and he says, Mr. Brown, can I get just a moment of your time? I'm with the local newspaper. Do you all do anything?
I'm afraid that the Mr. Brown is not available at this time for questioning. He has some rather pressing business that he has to engage with right now.
Of course, I am quite busy. However, I can always make time for the arts.
Selena
Diesel,
pokes him
would
in the
you-
like back as far as she can with the gun thing behind the thing, and is like, "No, actually, I think you're quite busy right now."
Okay. Roll me 6 dice. Difficulties 8.
Oh
I'm gonna
man.
die.
Oh.
No, chill. Do you have any?
Wait, so how many? What was the what was the dice type? I couldn't hear you.
60 tens, difficulty 8.
60
So
tens,
every
okay,
number
cool.
above 8 counts. Or 8 and above.
I remember willpower is a thing.
You can spend willpower to get a free success.
That's true. You can do
That is right. That is right. And let me see, because Ree told me how many willpower I have. Oh, I restarted the chat. I no longer have it. Can you give me that real quick, please?
You have 8.
I have 8.
Eight
Okay.
willpower. Damn.
So I only had
Awesome.
1 success. I would like to spend 2 willpower, if that is okay.
You can only spend 1.
Oh, you can only spend 1. Oh, this is the worst.
So-
Anyway, I'm going to spend 1 so that I have 2 successes. It's better than failing that miserably.
Okay. So
Maybe.
you
I
see
think.
him
I don't know.
hesitate
He
for
looks
a
so
moment.
amused.
And he looks over at Diesel and he goes, I'm sure Diesel, as the star of the performance, wouldn't mind a picture with the mayor.
Dick.
Well, we have to give the adoring audience what they want.
Of course.
Actually, Walter is gonna focus on the camera, and he's gonna use his entropy and use eye contact to make it malfunction.
Okay, however, so just staring at a camera, I'm going to say is going to be vulgar still,
Oh, boy.
because
Oh,
breaking things by staring at him is not quite.
not
going
breaking
to-
it, just making it malfunction.
It's internal.
Suddenly the battery messes up. Is what you-
All right,
like, once-
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you for coincidental this time. So that'll be a difficulty, I believe, difficulty 5 for that.
Ooh, difficulty
If
5.
you're just
Okay.
using an entropy 2 effect.
Mhm. So that's already magics. Difficulty 5. Let's see.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh, no.
That's a Bosch fan.
Mm-hmm.
That is indeed a botch. So,
Oh, no.
so thankfully it is a botch. Thankfully, though, it was not vulgar. So you will gain 3 points of permanent, not permanent. You will gain 3 points of paradox.
Ooh.
And the camera does not seem to be affected.
Yoink. Yoink.
And
You can always punch it.
You see this young Jen is pulling the camera, preparing to take the picture. He seems completely excited, as if you are making his day at the moment.
I have a out of character question. Is the picture just Diesel and the mayor without the bodyguards?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, is Selena in the picture because she's right behind the mayor?
If you're not moving, then you would be able to
Oh,
do the
fantastic.
picture.
Alternative plan. Walter is gonna activate his arcane, so he's blurry in the picture.
Sure. Okay.
He has 3 ranks of it.
And you see that he snaps a couple of pictures just to make sure he gets a good one before he looks at the mayor and he goes, that is going to help me out so much. And he looks at you, Diesel, and goes, great performance. I think you're gonna be super happy with their newspaper tomorrow. I gotta go. So hope I didn't disturb you. And you see him begin to leave.
Thank God.
So in the group chat, you could just see Walter pull out his phone, and there is a message specifically directed to Selena, just saying, "I hope you can make sure that the photos don't get out." and then just a second message saying I tried.
You all can
Yeah,
still
that's a
walk away
that's a
from
future
this.
Selena problem.
That's the other robot.
You can still walk away from this.
So could you?
I think we're a little bit too far down the path at this point, don't you?
There's so much more to the path. But you all will see soon enough, I suppose.
Yes, we feel
He-
comfortable with the situation.
And he steps into the neighboring theater absolutely unforced.
Okay. Ari's just behind Selena, just like, wait, okay, do we go inside? What do we do?
Died.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Go in and question him.
Okay.
Ooh,
Lena
Question him.
hired us with the intent of stopping him. We have to figure out some way to neutralize him, make him no longer a threat.
she waves the gun in the air and goes, "Yeah, I got it right here. Figured we were all on the same page."
Wasn't sure if that was to aggressively question him, but I see that it almost seems like I missed 2 sessions of signature.
That being said, we should try and keep it as clean as possible. One, because we don't want anybody suspecting too much that he met his demise or whatever else it's going to end up being here. And also, there's a child.
Well, let's get to it.
Okay.
All right, so I guess we just go in the room and just start blasting. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Pretty
Like, is that
much.
what's popping off
Pretty
here?
much.
All right.
So anyway, we started blasting.
Okay. And
So
yeah.
someone has to say it.
Into the room, if I'm understanding your intentions. You all do not wish to continue conversing. So,
He is a clear and present danger to Ari and Iron and is only going to get worse if we let him continue to amass power. So we need to do something right now to stop him from getting any more powerful.
All right.
sounds to me
Yeah,
like
Selena
you
literally
all-
walks in with the gun and like points it, and it's just waiting.
Just walk in with it. I don't know.
Sounds
Well,
to
technically
me
she's
like
holding it, properly, but yeah.
All right.
sounds like I need you all to give me an initiative.
Oh boy.
So-
Beer, beer.
So for you, Selena, roll me a d10.
Okay.
Ooh.
And it's a
6.
It's what is it again? Dexterity plus which one?
Dex plus wits, plus a d10.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, thank God for the wits.
Okay.
Jeez,
that's
all right,
nice.
let me.
That is a 12 for me.
Wow, a couple of you. Nice, okay.
And then we look over at the mayor and he has like 20.
Okay.
He doesn't, right?
We don't
I
Right.
know.
don't know.
We don't know. I mean, Galewind got a pretty good initiative. That's not bad.
Yeah. 18.
Now I wish I spent the XP on some combat skills, but I didn't.
So I'm
Listen.
just gonna roll this, but it's really a 12. So I'm just gonna chase this. There we go. Okay. Wait, did it appear?
I don't think it added. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work for this.
Okay.
So I'm doing it manually for you.
Gotcha,
for all of you.
okay.
Because we don't have tokens, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now it's time for our lovely mayor here, future mayor here.
This is fine. This is all fine. Everything's
That's all
fine.
good.
Yeah, we're not panicking at all. We're not
Just an
totally-
initiative for asking questions as well. So we're good.
You know, we're not
just need
totally scribbling new character ideas as we speak. Nah.
Oh no, mine is a 12. I would
What
just
that's if yours? Oh, all right. Yeah. Yours.
So, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I rolled it to see if it would pull it into the turn order, but then realized you need a token for that. So,
All right. It looks like Gailwind, you're first. What would you like to do?
I'd like to finish my gummy bears.
But Garrick and his bodyguards are across from you all, and they don't seem to have moved or done anything. Yeah.
Okay, but like they're all like together basically. They're in like one clump, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see here. What is in this room? Are there any candles or anything with any sort of fire on them? Like, is there candles? Is there a fireplace? Okay.
Yep, you are just in a what looks to be like a standard movie theater. It does seem to be like powered down, but no candles, nothing like that.
So room. Okay. All right. Let's see. So I can't do what I wanted to do, which was to direct some elements. All right. So okay. Man, I guess I missed out on those last 2 XP upgrades. So I'm like right at the cusp of doing some cool stuff. Okay. So I think I can do this then. With a force 2, I can. It says invisibility on living being on myself.
So you
so
would
I
need to add correspondence with that too, so you can still see, but you can do it. Just correspondence, so you can do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'd like to turn myself invisible.
Okay. Now, this will probably be Volker. There's very few ways to turn invisible that won't be Volker.
Are there any? Are we not like?
I mean, we're in combat. Like everything's
not just in combat, but like, are there anyone around who could see us?
No, at the moment, no. Your magic is Volker without witnesses. That may change depending on what you do, but it is still Volker. Unfortunately, this part of your chantry is not. This is not formally a part of your chantry, so it does not help your magic. So difficulty will be 6.
Okay. Oh, sorry, my thing is messing up a bit here. Excuse me.
Let's see that paradox counter tick up.
Oh boy.
Oh. All right. Arte, yes. 6, you said?
Difficulty 6, yep. 2 successes. Okay. With 2 successes, you all see you gain 1 point of paradox because it is a Volker spell. But you all do see that Gaelwyn begins to kind of slowly fade from view as the light around you is no longer affecting you. And you are invisible. Yes. You can still make a movement and things like that. We kind of do it sort of similar to how D&D does it.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So I get some movement. Are they far enough away that I could get behind them?
I would say you could probably manage to get behind them, sure.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'd like to do.
All right. Well, in that case, Walter, it's your turn.
Oh well, what can Walter do? Not much, but okay. So what is around? Like there is only, there isn't like anything above them, is there?
Not really. Like the TV screen, I guess you could say, would be above them.
Well, I have an idea, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Walter is thinking something. He's gonna try to erode the masks that the bodyguards are wearing. Because he wants to see if that's the thing that's holding the control over them.
Okay.
And I believe that's entropy 3, because that says that I can affect predictable patterns, controlling how fast they decay or don't decay or fail.
Okay, go for it.
So he's just gonna stare at the bodyguards and then kind of do some weird gestures for his other kind of magics, and then he's gonna try to. What's the difficulty? 6?
Yep. 6.
Oh boy, this is gonna be bad. The dice hate me today.
Oh no!
That's a vulgar botch. Oh boy. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I need more arete.
Oh man.
That's why I went to 4. I was just like, you know what? I can get teleportation, or let me get that right there. That 4.
All right, as you attempt to feel it, this time you can feel almost like a rubber band as reality kind of snaps back at you, and you gain an additional 4 points of paradox, my friend.
No.
1, 2, 3,
That's a lot of paradox,
4.
man.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm gonna make a new character. It was nice playing with y'all.
Is there something else you would like to try?
How many paradox can you get before it's all over?
Things are about to happen, fam. Once you go past 5, stuff starts to go a little fishy. So,
Yeah, I'm way past 5. I'm at like 6.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right, I believe that will be the end of Walter's turn. Is there something else you wish to try to do?
Well then. And this is where I wish I spent the XP on the firearm skill. But I don't have anything I can do.
All right.
Maybe run away. Not run away. He's not running away, but he's
All right.
not having a good day.
All right. All right. It's your turn.
So this is going to be chaotic. But Ari's going to look at Garrick's fingers to see if Garrick has a ring that they know that they were trying to search for. A ring that's associated with Solomon of either the angelic or demonic side of the spectrum.
You don't see anything like that.
Okay, so there's no rings on his finger. All right. So fortunately, that removes the first idea. Otherwise, they would be like, "Hey, yoink, take it." In that case, once they realize they don't actually have one of the Solomon's rings, they're going to open up their Baby Yoda backpack. Okay, time to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then they're going to shoot the rifle, the laser gun at it. But instead of it being lasers, they're going to use Prime 2 to shoot a Prime energy bolt, similar to how Ira likes to throw Prime fireballs.
Okay.
Nice.
So that is going to be very vulgar magic, my friend.
It is? I thought with the gun and with the laser, it looks like a laser.
No, not this kind
Nice try.
of gun. Okay, you would need something that would look reasonably like you could shoot actual laser bolts. You're clever, but no. Unfortunately,
It's okay. We need more money. We'll buy one in the future.
okay, so the prime will make the damage aggravated. I will say for this and for what you're doing, the gun itself won't have a base modifier for damage, but it will give you sort of just do what you roll in successes.
Okay.
Assuming you hit, absolutely.
All right. So I just have to roll. What's the difficulty again?
6.
6?
And it'll be for shooting at something. It'll be Dex plus firearms or energy weapons or anything like. Well,
I thought it was just a red roll, right? Or what?
for this, I'll let you just use your attack. I'll allow it. Technically, you're shooting a gun, but technically it's also not a gun. So I allow it.
All right. And you just be on the safe side, they're already going to use willpower to guarantee a success. Okay. All right. So that'd be 4 successes.
4 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he is not dodging. So 1 to hit, 3 successes for 6 levels of damage. So we'll see how many of that works.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Four, successes. So as you focus, and the rest of you see him kind of pull out this random toy gun and fire, and a bolt of what looks to be pure light, but more than that, fires out and hits Garrick's center mass. And as that happens, you see the suit he's wearing shimmer, and the light begins to become disrupted or kind of scattered across the center of it. And as this light show begins to end, he kind of looks down where the attack hit, where you see not even as much as a scuff on his suit. Then he looks back up at you and he goes, "Not bad."
Oh,
God.
oh, you did what I did. Okay. Guys, what do we do next? That's it for my turn.
All right, Selena, it's your turn.
Sick. Boom.
Expected. Give me your die roll for your
A
gun.
70
It's
tens?
going. Yes, for your gun, it's going to have a +4 for the damage because it is a technocratic weapon.
Okay.
They don't-
What counts as a success?
For this, any number is 6 and above.
Sick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah. And then how do I roll for damage?
But you could. So for damage for this one, just roll me another 8d10. Because
All
that's-
right.
that's-
+4 then?
that's impressive.
So that
The
totals
+4 is
to
added
40.
in, so it's 8d10
Okay.
total.
So. Okay. 44 is the total number from that.
Yes, so you have a total for your damage dice. So total here it'd be 8d10.
Wait,
Do this. Let's see.
Wait.
Is
it?
that the number of successes from 8d10? Or the total
No,
of
so
8d10?
for the
No,
damage,
it's
you
just the
will roll
damage.
separate damage. So you've already hit. You've
Yeah.
rolled.
Yeah.
Now you have
So-
8d10 to roll to see
Yeah.
how much damage.
So
it
damage
is.
was 44, right? That was the 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 44.
+4.
The damage is 44.
No, how many successes? Not the number. The actual
Oh, for
number.
fuck. The
It
for
was
the
5, right?
70-10
So it's
that
still
I did,
6.
it was 5.
Yes.
Yeah. It was
Okay.
Yes.
And then I rolled 8d10, and there, I assume cumulative number for damage is 44.
It's the number of successes, I think.
Oh, for fuck me.
Yes. It is
1,
always number of
2, 3,
successes.
4,
Sorry.
5.
Maths.
Five of those. So yeah, twice I had 5 successes.
5 successes for the damage. Okay. All right. Let's see.
That is so confusing.
It's
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
it's always number of successes in World of Darkness.
Good to know.
Gets domed.
Dang, it would be nice if it was the cumulative number. That was a lot of numbers.
So this time you see as this one hits the suit, and you watch as the suit begins to shimmer and disperse this force, almost like whatever is fired explodes. And you see this time that Garrick takes a few steps back, and you see smoke begins to singe from the center of this suit, which is now boasting kind of a large hole in the middle. And as you kind of see it, the suit begins to swim almost as if it has like a liquid metal inside of it. And this time he looks at you and he goes, "You're really trying my patience now, Selena."
She is about this close to throwing the gun away and punching him in the face.
You're more than welcome. Okay, and I believe that will be the end of your. I mean, you. Are
Yeah, that's
always
the end of my
welcome
turn. I'm
to
like,
do as you
okay,
please.
we'll remember. I'll remember that. I don't know if you get bonus actions here, but I will keep that in mind. But yeah, she doesn't dignify it with a verbal response. She just kind of like pulls her face. I don't remember what the swearing thing here is, but the cool thing is this is edited. So Kira has that cool bleep button you got after Gods of Color. You don't get to laugh anymore. You've lost your laughter privileges after you've bet against me in everything we've ever played in. So just you wait. Just you wait till we play Halo on Horns 3. But yeah. So she's just gonna like at him and like not. So that's it. Abdicate.
With that, Garrick, you see he kind of stretches the muscles in his shoulder, and you aren't entirely sure if he's doing it because he needs to or if he's doing it to be just that much more of an irritant to each of you. But as he kind of looks at you all, he goes, "Remember, you all chose this." And you see he pulls out what looks to be like a kind of a small metal cube, and he presses a button on it, and he kind of drops it onto the ground. And then he looks at his two guards and he says, "Deal with him for me, please." And they are going to pull out their weapons. And the first one is going to shoot. Actually, the first one is just going to shoot at Selena because Selena messed up his suit. He is not happy about that at all.
Can we do anything about that?
You've already had your actions for this round.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't think there's any reactions or anything.
Bummer.
Too bad being a lesbian doesn't give me plot armor everywhere.
So let me see. I don't believe you've had any actual protections here in place for this particular situation.
No, I'm just wearing a cute little dress. That is all I got. No armor, no protections, no magical, no, probably nothing unless it's inherent to her.
Oh my god, this is gonna be bad.
Diesel.
Good. So as this time the man pulls out his weapon and fires at you, you feel it impact center mass, and you feel pain radiate through your body, but it is not as bad as you would have thought, as they built 0 successes for the actual damage, so you're fine. But it would have hurt a lot. The second person to get shot in this particular case, actually, we will see as the gun is raised towards Ari. And the woman aims towards Ari, and you see for just a moment, Ari and Galewind, actually, you both see that she hesitates for a moment before changing her aim and firing at Diesel instead.
Oh,
man, she must have really hated that performance.
I am starting to be very suspicious.
And then she kind of moves her weapon towards Diesel and fires. The round goes wide, and you see it hit the wall behind you, and you see the wall beginning to dissolve away. And she misses, because apparently the dice have decided that they miss. All right, Diesel, it's your turn.
Diesel is going to move their hands in a circle, like in concentric, like posing circles, and from their hands, and as they move their hands, like they're going to project their voice through them and create basically the walls of sound that will keep the bodyguards from being able to shoot at us. It's basically like, a sound barrier, essentially.
All right, so I will treat that like a forces effect, except for instead of dealing damage to people, it will change the SAD of the spheres. Just create that out of nothing. See? No, so what you can do is you can transition the air in front of you into sound, which will function to create a wall for you. So give me an RT roll. See how well
What's
you do.
my difficulty?
This is going to be difficulty 6 because this is definitely vulgar.
Great. I'm going to spend a willpower to get an automatic success. And hacha. Oh, get into the dice tray. That's going to be 3 total successes.
3 total successes. All right, now we need to see if the other thing will happen. It does not. You see this, you all see kind of the air begin to shimmer as Diesel's voice begins to spread out around you, and you can almost see a tangible effect beginning to cover around all of you. With 3 successes, I will say you can choose to have it either be able to take 4 levels of damage but will end after the next turn, or 2 levels of damage but will last 2 turns.
I'll take the second one. I'd rather give us as much cover as possible for as long as I can.
All right. Okay. And with that, I believe we are going to enter. I believe that will be the. No, so we're going back up to Galen. Yeah. So, Galen, it's your turn.
Okay, so I think it's safe to say they have not noticed me. Since I invisibly
You believe
gotten
so?
back at them. Right?
You believe so?
Okay, great. Is the jacket of the mayor still burning?
Yes. There's like the smoke is still coming out of it, but it's not
Okay.
on fire.
I would, if I can, I would like to, if there's just a little bit of singy smolder in there, I would like to use forces to intensify that fire and drive it further into the chest of our favorite mayor.
You can go ahead and whirl it. That would be Vulgar. So for Vulgar spells, you all gain 1 point of paradox at least. I don't know if I mentioned that
All
before.
right. What's the difficulty?
6.
Okay, I'm definitely spending a willpower for sure. And all right, so that's 2 successes.
Okay. Actually, he will also spend a point of willpower because he can do that as well. So as you attempt to kind of expand the flames, you see the fire begin to grow before, almost as if something is sucking it away. The black box at his feet begins to pull this fire into it, and it ends.
All right. Well, I'm going to maintain my position. So I'm going to stay behind them. So I'm not going to move at all.
All right, Walter, it's your turn.
Well, Walter just got slapped around by reality, and he got an idea. Even if it kills him, he's gonna try to destroy the box using his entropy. He's gonna try to erode the box completely.
Okay, go for it. That is going to be an entropy 3 effect.
Yep. And
So
I am
that's gonna be
spending a
difficulty
willpower.
7.
I am spending a
Difficulty
willpower.
7.
So that's at least 1 success for me. Can I get a dice pool modifier for the amount of failures? No? Okay, that's cool.
Unfortunately, I can't. Unfortunately,
That's cool.
I'm sorry.
Cool, that's cool too.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
At least,
Oh,
do
this
I
is
get
like-
to keep that? Do I get to
this
keep
is-
at least that 1 success?
This is statistically improbable. Like, this is like...
I have
I
never
feel
seen
like
3
you should
boxes in a row.
refresh. I really feel like you
Like-
should refresh your roll 20 at this point.
This is like out
I
of...
feel
For
like
real,
at this
for
point,
real.
just grab real dice.
I don't have real
Yeah.
dice, but
Yeah.
No,
this-
refresh roll 20 for the
Dude,
love
this-
of all
this
that
is-
is holy.
This is like out of a math class. Like,
you know, let me try this. Okay, I
Yeah.
refreshed roll 20. Okay. I refreshed.
Worst case scenario, go to rolladie.net and use that instead.
So
That's what I use.
That would have been a botch. However, you did spend a point of willpower. So but you do gain 1 point of paradox, and you begin to feel that kind of it feels like your skin is crawling, as you can feel that reality is very much kind of against what you're doing. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Right now. I'm just wanna test roll 20 if it actually hates me.
I mean, it might.
Okay, there we go.
Damn it.
Why the?
All right, we're good to go for the next time. Hopefully, no more botches.
still, though, that is
Yeah,
incredible.
3
Oh my
botches
God.
in a row. Wow.
Triple botch, hat trick.
What was the website again?
Rolladie.net.
Thank you. I'm going to roll the die on
Yeah,
that.
I promise we're
Alright,
not
you go.
sponsored, y'all.
Young Ari, it is your turn.
All right, so now when they think that the gun doesn't work, they say, okay, how would I try plan B? And they're going to put the gun back into their backpack, and then they're going to where there are two chicken bones that they have, and then they're going to rub it together to use that one technique to go ahead and attempt to stun this individual, stun Garrick. I'm not sure. What did we name it again? We changed the name to. I forgot what we changed the name to.
I forget, but we can. Oh, wow, okay, hold on. Let me. Oh my goodness, I forget. It's a. Oh, you roll your Arte, and then he has to roll. He has to meet the same number of successes with
willpower.
Willpower.
Yes. So no more of that ward. Bypassing that ward. Bye, ward. I'm definitely using willpower to give me a guaranteed success. And what's the difficulty? At 6, right?
6.
All right.
6.
I'm going to use 2 quintessence to bring it down to 4. All right. Let's do this. Boop. There we go. 5 successes. Take that.
What? You're sapping my luck, and I love it.
It's always called physical dice. Yes! Yes!
All right, so 5. Hold on. That was one thing. No, it says that was a different ability.
What?
So his willpower, he has his box has the ability to do stuff to your magic.
Oh,
but it did not work. So you had 5 successes, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He only rolled 4 successes. So you see, for just a moment, his form almost fights the effect. But after a moment, you see just the faintest kind of offsetting of his visual over itself, and he seems to be stunned in place for just a moment.
Sweet. There we go. And that's it for me. He's just like, okay, this is working. Okay, I got this. And they'll just keep doing it.
All right, Stina, your turn. I believe Stina would like to cast a gun again, please.
Oh, Brandy?
Gun. The most accurate
sorry.
spell.
It lagged, and then I heard Selena.
Oh, okay. No worries.
All right, it is your turn.
Sick.
Cast
Yes.
gun.
Yeah. She is. Because not much time has passed. She is still deliberating punching him in the face.
Amazing.
She did just shoot him.
Did?
She does. She's gonna. Whatever. She's gonna punch him in the face.
All right. Now just roll. This can be your strength. Let's see how effective you are at punching people in the face.
I admire the commitment.
I love that, shooting them and just running in with that punch. I love it.
All right, roll 5 dice.
She's
Difficulty 6.
upset.
I admire the commitment to just be.
1, 2, 3. 3 successes.
Knees him in the groin.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just a human.
Roll 6 dice, difficulty 6, and we'll see how much damage you do. Because you definitely hit, because he's stunned for a moment.
Sweet.
Yep. Let's see. Difficulty 6? 1,
Difficulty
2,
6.
no. 3. 3 successes.
All right, we'll see.
So yeah, what happens is she just like she looks at the gun and looks at his suit and it's just like and punches him straight in the face. I would have punched properly, but I almost hit my light setup, so just nice one.
Okay, so
right there.
3 successes. As you go, you kind of wind back, prepare to give him
Spits out a tooth.
the best punch you can. And as you hit him, you can see his body is still stunned, but he just kind of looks at you with his eyes. And it's almost like just with his eyes, you can tell that he is expressing disappointment at just how lacking that punch actually was.
Wow, what a jerk!
There's that
I'm going to gut him like a
condescension
fish.
in his
What a
eyes.
jerk!
Get the knife.
Just take the
I hope
punch.
I messed up one of his
Piece of
teeth.
crap 1%er. That's
Why does he
Yeah, but
want-
in real life, if he was a piece of crap 1%er, if I punched a 1%er in the face, they'd start crying immediately.
it's true.
Yeah, it's like who's
They can't fight.
who condescendingly takes a punch?
I mean, actually, I know exactly what that looks like. I have taken one punch in my life that I took condescendingly. I know exactly what this looks like. To be fair, that really was a ass punch. So I see it. I
Alright.
see it. I don't respect it, but I see it. So yeah, Selena just straight up punched him in the face. She kind of lost it for a second. She was just like, nah, and I hope I messed up his teeth.
It's perfect teeth.
So, as you are kind of seething in your anger, the rest of you see the man who is still seemingly just unaffected by the scene itself, just seeming to kind of just be acting. And he pulls his weapon and trains it on Selena's back and fires for 2 successes.
On my back?
He just kind of,
Ow.
as you've gone forward to hit the guy,
I'm
so he
just
just kind of
close.
turns and aims it at you. He's not like touching your back with it, but
Okay.
your back is to
Got it,
him
got
at
it.
the moment.
What a wuss.
And he is going to shoot at you.
Right?
I know. Have you no
You
honor?
guys can,
Do my sound
Yes, it's-
shields not help?
they would have, but Selena
Move forward. Yeah. Yeah.
because Selena went 2 punch him in the face.
Look, sometimes you get
I'm
that
trying,
urge.
to I'm trying to protect the pretty lady, and the pretty lady's just like, fuck you.
Some people got punchable faces. Some people got punchable faces. Like,
They do. You
what I mean?
understand.
yeah,
Some people really do just have punchable faces. That is exactly it.
bro.
Selena, roll me 3 dice, difficulty 6.
I don't wanna.
Oh my god, you rolled 3 9s? Oh my god.
Yeah, Reed's been rolling incredible. You see
Jeez.
all the
Oh
tens?
shit! I got 2 successes.
Okay, so thankfully you are also wearing your standard issue clothing, and it is able, as the rest of you hear the sound of the gunshot go off, you, Selena, feel something smash into your back, almost in the center of your
Ow.
spine, and you feel pain shoot through you as you take 2 levels of lethal damage.
Ooh.
Ow.
I'm sorry. Where did those successes come in?
It would have been 4 levels. It would have been 8 levels of damage.
Yeah,
so-
they-
Oh my
Wait,
god.
what is the max amount of levels?
Oh my god.
What kills you?
7 total. 7.
Wow.
You take 7.
Yeah, yeah, we're still squishy. That's the thing about mages. Is
Yeah,
we
it's
got
like-
we have a lot of magical powers, but we're still the body of a mortal. So what's you?
yeah,
What's,
it's like
The
Because of your-
fear.
Because of your injury, you have a -1 to all of your die rolls from this
Yeah,
point
like-
forward, Miss Lena.
yeah, you're hurt.
I'm gonna
hurt.
DM you, storyteller, just to keep track of it. You can ignore it. It's just from my notes.
I got it. Go for it. I got you. The woman is going to turn, and this time you see her posture is completely kind of solid. You don't get any. She doesn't seem to be trembling anymore, and she is going to attempt to shoot. She's going to shoot Diesel. Use Diesel. Yeah, she's going to shoot Diesel.
Yeah.
That is some.
Everybody has something against Diesel.
There is some emotional attachment there. I know it.
He's
I know.
jealous because of my brilliant and dazzling performance.
That's what I think it is. This hate.
She's just bitter because I.
She's a hater.
And,
She's just a hater.
He really wants this dinner date to not happen.
So as your barrier of sound attempts to stop whatever projectile is being fired at you, you can almost watch as your barrier begins to slowly collapse. It is going to negate 2 of the 4 successes rolled for this, so it's going to cut the damage effectively in half, but it is still going to hit you. My wonderful singer here. And you're
And
going
what do
to
I
take.
roll?
So, how many points in stamina do you have? 3. Beautiful. So roll me 3 dice, difficulty 6. See
Nice.
how much of this you can handle. How much damage you can take.
I get 2 successes.
2 successes. You all are quite lucky as you take 2 points of lethal damage. As again, this kind of metal round just smashes into your chest, and you can feel that starving for oxygen feeling begin to creep up on you, and you have 2 levels of lethal damage.
So that takes me to hurt, or
Yes, to hurt. You are hurt.
okay.
All right. And with that, Diesel, as you're trying to recover, it is your turn. And at this point, you all begin to hear the sounds of people, as there have been a few gunshots now, and you're starting to hear people kind of not quite running toward you yet, but there are the sounds of people going, kind of understanding and trying to figure out what exactly is happening.
Right.
I punched him in the face. That made no sound at all.
Yeah, but
It was
fortunately his guards are shooting guns, which is making this a problem. So what I am going to do is I'm going to shift the focus of my sound waves to basically deafen the room, like put up like a sound, like
sound
bubble that kind of like muffles the sounds of the gunshots.
All right, difficulty 6. Roll it for me.
Uh-oh.
I rolled 1 success.
Did you roll a wolf?
One of those rolls was a 1.
No!
So I botched.
This is the highest botch thing we've ever had. In
So that is 3 points of paradox as your
And it has to be the
attempt
mid-season
fails.
finale, I swear.
we are not helping ourselves at all.
This is fine. Listen,
This is fine.
We have to kill him. I can't come back next week. I have to shoot.
All right.
we have to do
Speed
something.
round, let's go.
With that,
Let's do this. Let's kill him.
Speed round, let's go.
Gilwind, is your turn.
Okay. All right. I want to try to basically grapple the mayor. So I'd like to try to, since I'm still behind him, try to like basically get him in a what's it like is that a figure 4? 4?
Oh no, full Nelson. Full Nelson.
Yeah, full Nelson. Yeah, I'd like to try to get him in a full. Since I saw him be stunned once.
Oh, he's
like,
still
I feel
stunned.
like
He's still stunned until the end of my turn.
Oh, he's still stunned. Oh, well, if he's still stunned, okay. I thought that was already over. Okay.
Yep, I already put in work.
Drop kick.
Thank you for letting me know that. If he's still stunned, I don't think I have any.
He just got some type of protective
Weapons
box that
on
he
me.
uses, but
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I wish I thought of having some sort of. I mean, honestly, if I had something, I'd like to just try to shank him in the back if he's stunned.
Take the shard of glass. Do it.
Is there anything around that
Sure,
I
I guess you could
potentially-
find a sharp object, sure.
Yeah, I'd like to find it while invisible and attempt to very honorably stab this man in the back while he's stunned.
Okay, so
very honorably.
so the difficulty, Dex plus melee. However, I don't believe you have any dots in melee, do you?
I do not.
All right, so you can just roll your dexterity at difficulty 7.
But given that he's stunned, I'm hoping that'll maybe reduce that difficulty a little bit.
This is purely Galen's ability to properly use a sharp object to stab. So
Willpower.
it is.
That's very funny.
This is butt clenching, and I don't like it.
Can I?
Everything is fine.
Can I use, if you would allow it, my favorite storyteller, survival? Since at this point, Galewind is looking at the carnage going around and seeing people getting shot, and is literally in sort of fight or flight mode, and his survival instincts are peaking.
Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to use.
Okay. Hey. Look,
A good try, though.
That doesn't hurt to ask. All right. So how can I deselect an ability though? I feel like I can't. I feel like it's forcing me to choose an ability. How do I get rid of that?
You should just be able to click the drop down next to it.
Yeah. No, I'll just pick an ability that I don't have. So I'll just put 0 in there.
Thanks.
Okay, like art, sure. All right, and the difficulty is 7. You say, right?
Yep.
All right. Let's see if I roll a Walter.
Roll a Walter.
One success.
I got one. I got one.
Okay. So you managed to come up to stab him. Roll me 2 dice. Difficulty 6.
Sure. Just roll 2d10s. Okay. 0 successes and a 1. No. Cool.
So as you go to stab him, this little sharp piece of glass just shatters against his suit, doing absolutely no damage.
This is not
Can
going
we
the way
just
I
rip
wanted.
the suit off?
That's not the way I expected this to
F
go.
the suit.
I mean, that's one
You
solution.
like that?
but-
This suit is wrong. I'm sorry.
Aim for his head, guys. Aim for his head. It worked for me. Aim for his head.
I mean, I guess that's my action.
Don't let him do us like Thanos did the Avengers, okay? Aim for the head.
I
Cannot look at Kira because it will be like that time in class when you're not supposed to laugh and you look at your friend and you lose it. I cannot look at Kira's camera.
yeah.
I've not been able to look at Kira's camera for several minutes.
I think I'm not gonna move though. I'm still gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
I'm still gonna try this.
Alright, Gellid, I believe your turn is concluded.
Yes.
Stupid thing. Alright. Walter, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Okay, Walter is gonna get dumber because he's gonna try to talk to the lady to convince her to not shoot them, but to shoot him.
Ooh.
Because he can see the hesitation, so he's gonna exploit it.
Oh.
Because guess what? Walter is good at manipulating people.
Okay, try it. Roll manipulation and
Subterfuge?
subterfuge, sure.
Hell yeah, that's something I'm good at.
Difficulty of 6.
Okay, so manipulation is 3, and my subterfuge is also 3. And I'm gonna spend 1 willpower to give me 1 success.
Well, luckily you can't botch a manipulation roll.
Oh. Do you wanna bet? Okay, so that's manipulation.
No, it all comes back, man. It's all balance.
Am I like the one that gets all the bad rolls so you guys can roll well? I'm okay
No,
with that.
it's all balance, man. You about to kill it.
It's all balanced as all things should be. Where the hell is subterfuge? Here is subterfuge. Submit. No dice pool modifier, difficulty 6.
Oh,
And I get 4 successes.
Sweet. There it is.
You speak to her, and again, you can see her hands begin to tremble. And just as you're sure that something is going to happen, you see a small bright blue light flash in the helmet before her hand goes completely limp.
I knew it.
Freaking hell.
Walter knew it. Can he say something?
Sure, you know I speak.
He's gonna yell, break the helmets.
And with that, Ari, it is your turn.
so Ari's been trying to stun lock this individual like a rogue for World of Warcraft. So they're just gonna keep going and just like, okay, just keep them still and hopefully keep them safe. So they're just continuing with this roll. Keep them locked. All right. And okay, so I'm already going to use another willpower. There we go. And then difficulty 6. I'm going to use 1 quintessence to make it difficulty 5. Here we go.
I believe you should be out of quintessence by now.
No, I have to more.
Believe.
Because I have 10 total, and now I'm down to 2.
Did you count the ones you spent on the ward earlier?
The,
No, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Because I used
yes,
it was 3 for there. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Whoop. All right, that is 3 successes for this one. Not as good as before. Oh no.
4 successes. You attempt to force his form out of phase, and you can see as the magic, as he is resisting against it, he kind of stretches both of his shoulders, and as he does that, his form seems to snap back into focus.
Oh boy. Now we're gonna get Thanos.
Yeah, boy. Well, that's it for me. He's like, there, he's back. We have problems.
And with that, Selena, you see as he kind of begins to focus, he kind of just looks at you. He doesn't even entirely move his head from where your fist impacted as he just looks at you expectantly. What would you like to do?
I shoot him point blank in the face.
Amazing.
Okay, go for it. Roll 7 dice, I believe that's how much.
I would like to say this is the most violent I have ever played. Like as in like real life, it's just like, wow, this is really intense. And I've literally played a goddess of war. But this bumbling bureaucrat is the one that's like point blank, I'm gonna shoot you in the face.
Yeah, shooting a mayor twice in the face is pretty sweet. I didn't vote for you.
What was it? Is
In
it 6?
Minecraft.
I believe you're at 7
He's not even the mayor yet.
for your
Difficulty
for shooting
7?
stuff.
Okay.
Difficulty 6. Difficulty 6, 7 dice. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Yeah, 4 successes.
Successes. All right, let's
Forward.
see if he can go ahead and soak that.
And they wait, how many for damage?
Okay, so it'll be a total. So you can roll 10 dice for damage.
What?
Okay.
10d10s?
Jesus Christ! Wait, I have to scroll. And what's the success?
Difficulty 6.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6
Oh.
successes.
Okay, and he is going to take away 2 successes just from soaking that damage. So 4 successes. That as this time as you fire your weapon at him, you see it takes his head and he kind of snaps back. And as you kind of see black smoke kind of beginning to come out from the center of his head, this time you could see he visibly begins to shake as that one appears to have hurt.
Yeah.
And
Well,
as he
yeah,
kind
I was
of looks-
pointing it between his eyes.
He looks down at you, and you can
Assuming he has a
see
migraine.
a part of his face is almost like burned, almost at the center where the bullet hit. And then he looks at you and he goes, "All right, I suppose it's about time I stopped playing games."
I half expect him
And-
to choke me out, I'm not gonna lie.
He reaches into his suit and he pulls out what looks to be like a box that seems to almost be made out of starlight.
Oh.
And as he pulls it out, he opens it, and for a moment, nothing happens. And you see reality begin to tremble for a moment as a pathway
That's
begins to open. And you all realize, and I will say you realize this for even a little faster, Ari, that you are looking at an entrance into some part of the Umbra that you've never seen before.
Oh, this little sniveling.
Oh.
And you realize that your ward does not prevent cross-umbral travel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
This
now I need
sniveling.
everybody to make strength and athletics roll to avoid being pulled in
oh God.
to
Well,
this
a
the
new
black void.
character I will make.
So here's a question.
I'm gonna spend a willpower because I am literally rolling 1 die for this.
I am as well.
How many dice
If
do
you
I roll?
have if you have a reasonable alternative to that, I'm willing to accept it.
It's a difficulty
so,
6,
like,
right?
Yeah, difficulty 6. So I would say like dexterity and maybe something else could also be used.
Can
Walter
I
is
could I
Walter
use
is smart.
dexterity instead?
Okay.
Sure, I love it.
Walter is smart. Can I use intelligence instead?
If you could come up with a scenario in which intelligence would work, I love it. You roll 5 dice, Selena.
He just realizes.
Oh, thank God I spent that willpower because it's the only success I got.
Yeah, me too. I got 1 success.
He kind of realizes what is about to go down
Jeez.
and grabs onto something, I guess. That's my explanation.
I'm going to say no, that won't be intelligence. 2 successes, okay.
Dexterity, was it strength or athletics?
Yeah.
Yes, strength. You can also use dex and athletics if that would make a difference.
It won't, but I feel more comfortable saying dex, and I'm going to spend 1 willpower to get a success because I am going to make a new character in about 5 minutes, and I got 2 successes.
So I have a roll here. I have a question. Since I recognize this is the Umbra and I have some dots of spirit, can I counterspell this?
Ooh.
Unfortunately, that would be something you do on your turn, not
okay.
reactively. Yes. So, but it would be something you could do. But yes, you would have to. You'd have to do it on your turn.
Okay.
That's a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Okay.
The lack of reactions in World of Darkness is like.
That's
several things happen at once.
Wait.
I
didn't roll. What was it again? That was good.
Strength, athletics, or you can do dex as well. I'd allow that.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I am.
Yes, if you can't. Yes, so if you had a higher die pool, that would have been dex and something reasonable. You can make that roll.
So I can do dex and athletics.
Sure.
Instead of strength and that. Ooh,
That's
okay, I'll do
absolutely
that.
All right. What do you use? What willpower already?
Reasonable.
I am so sorry, Brandy. I had no idea it was going to be this intense.
It's not different. It's just,
Wait, why sorry, Brandy?
I'll try.
Did the audio cut out and I missed something?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just sorry that our guest has to see the most intense part of the campaign so far.
That's okay.
I feel like that's par for the course.
I miss being slapped around by the giant gorilla. I miss Tommy.
So I'm not sure if this is good news or bad news, but somehow I got all successes. But so I'm thinking I'm going to be the one left behind while everyone gets sucked into the Umbra.
I got 2.
Why am I getting sucked into the Umbra?
You be quiet.
Successes.
I got 1 success.
Several things happen at once. As force, almost like a vacuum, almost what you'd imagine the vacuum of space to feel like as a portal would be opened directly to it. You all begin to feel yourself being pulled in. The effect is almost immediately too much for Selena as she is standing almost at the very center of this effect. However, as you are doing your best to claw at this effect, you all see what looks to be a tide of liquid metal emerge from seemingly nowhere and form almost like a wave around this effect. And for just a moment, the suction of this effect seems to be being held at bay before, and you realize this immediately, Selena, as you watch the force rip apart your companion, your guardian for so long, as V is ripped away from you. And as this happens,
oh my god,
you see Garrick look curiously at you before. Well, I suppose that's enough for now. And you see he steps in to the void of this, and the man with the helmet goes to follow behind him, but the woman doesn't move. And as they disappear, you see this area, this section of the movie theater is in tatters. Different things are being ripped apart, and the portal shuts.
Oh, yeah.
And as you all are looking around, you see the woman kind of with a trembling hand reach up to remove the helmet, And as she does so, Ari, you realize that you are looking at a face incredibly familiar to you, and it takes just a moment for you to fully understand that you're looking at your mother. And with that, we are going to wrap up our story for the evening.
Oh, what?
Oh shit!
I'm gonna give my.
Oh, that's real shit, man.
May is gonna lose her
Yeah.
mind.
Oh, for the love of.
Well, so I have to wrap this up after receiving this type of news. So pray for me. This episode was awesome. Once again, thank you, Brandy, for coming by and guesting. I hope you weren't too traumatized by this event.
We can go out to
telling
dinner.
you
I'll
right
make
now.
up for it.
I'm sure
Selena
Selena will get her revenge.
furious. She is like on the ground where like they like disappeared into like just slamming the gun into it for a second before just going over to the scattered parts of V and having a minor nervous breakdown.
I'm sure.
Diesel is going over to be like, it's okay.
Thank you, Ree, for being such a wonderful storyteller. And thank you to this wonderful cast. Every session is always great madness and mayhem, and it's awesome. And yeah, we'll see you next episode to see what happens next. Until then, farewell for now.
Oh boy.